My name is Sarah Fonzo, and I'm excited to be here with YSA and the Boys and Girls Club to tell you more about how you can participate in Global Youth Service Day from YSA and Generation On's Make Your Mark on Hunger. So today we are going to go over, we're going to tell you who we are, we're going to share information about our programs, and then if there's time at the end, we're going to give folks a chance to ask questions. The idea is that this is a short and simple and easily actionable webinar that will help you take part in some of the amazing youth services opportunities that are coming up this next month. So who am I? My name is Sarah Fonzo. I am the Senior Director of Clubs, Campaigns, and Days of Service here at Generation On. I have a Master's of Science from the London School of Economics and have a background in social science research, really focusing on young people and health. My fun fact is that I'm a classically trained singer and I'm from Maine. And here's my email if you want to contact me. So that is me. I'm going to hand it over to Chris to tell you a little bit about himself.
Thank you, Sarah. And let me go ahead and play this from the beginning. Cool. So my name is Chris Wagner. I work at YSA. I'm the Director of Partnerships. Returned Peace Corps volunteer from Thailand. So did AmeriCorps with Habitat for Humanity in Knoxville, Tennessee. And I was a Vista leader with Cerde de Mexico in Albuquerque. My email is cwagner@ysa.org. Andy, you want to take a moment to introduce yourself?
Sure. Hi, everybody. I'm Annie Tobias. I am one of the directors of Character and Leadership and oversee our Million Members, Million Hours of Service initiative. I've been with the organization right around 2 years, and I've been involved in youth development and youth leadership for about 20. And a fun fact is I do speak Spanish, although not completely fluent, and I love to have fun.
Nice. So a little bit about Youth Service America. At YSA, we believe in youth-led solutions to real-world problems, and that's our big idea, is that young people have the tools, the desire, the know-how, the knowledge of their community to make impact on their community on Global Youth Service Day and throughout the year. The 4 different ways we support our mission is the first is mobilization campaigns, and so that would be Global Youth Service Day, which will be April 21st through April 23rd, and I'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Grants, we have both youth-focused and organization grants in support of this big idea of youth-led service. Resources and trainings, we have a robust resource center for free downloads of all of our PDFs, and we're also working on and have a few online trainings now available. And then awards, recognition. One way we support our mission is recognizing young people and the changes they're making in their community. And at the end of my slides here, there's a program we call Everyday Young Hero that I'd love any of you guys who work with youth, or if you're a young person, to nominate someone who's making a difference in your community. Global Youth Service Day, like I said, is April 21st through the 23rd. GYSD, as we call it, started in 1988. At first it was called National Service Day, but it grew to Global Youth Service Day. On this day, young people will work with partners in their community on projects to make an impact. But Global Youth Service Day can be any type of activity. We don't put any type of restriction on it. For organizations especially, we talk about how Global Youth Service Day is a great just program opportunity. So we also talk about recognition events, demonstration events, to recognize the year-round contributions that young people are having an impact in your community. That is a type of activity you can do on GYSD. And I think the last thing I would want to say is here, while GYSD is April 21st through the 23rd, really we welcome any projects happening in April. So we understand, there's different types of religious holidays and bad weather, things like that. So if your project's happening in April, we'd love to hear from you. We'd love to hear your results. So definitely keep that in mind. A little bit about the Global Youth Service Day, looking at it from last year. So we had over 5,500 youth-led projects, close to 300,000 youth volunteers. Projects were in 108 countries across, for the first time we can say 7 continents, because we had a group in Antarctica doing a Global Youth Service Day project last year. So now we're able to say it's been in 7 continents. And then the beneficiaries from Global Youth Service Day last year were over 1 million. So the big thing I want, I think, for anyone that's watching the video or the webinar is to stress the different tools and resources we have on GYSD.org. And we've created a nice little alliteration here, pick, plan, post, and promote. So when you go to GYSD.org, you can click on any of the logos below. And then for pick, as you can see here, we've got different project ideas divided by the community issue areas. So health, environment, poverty and hunger, education, human rights, and community building. Of course, this is the Make Your Mark on Hunger webinar, so definitely check out the poverty and hunger link there if you're looking for project ideas. But basically, any of these, when you click any of these, not only will you get project ideas, but you'll also get a list of our partners and resources they have focused on these different areas. Again, Global Youth Service Day, Youth Service America, we don't focus on any one issue. Our big idea and want is that the project be youth-led, so that it's something that that person cares about. But again, if you're looking for more detailed information about an issue area, check this out. Then plan your project. So we've got a great resource center. All of our resources are available free as PDFs. And again, check out the online courses. We've been getting a lot of good feedback on them. So again, if you're an adult that wants to learn how to or improve how you facilitate youth-led service, definitely check out our resource center. Or if you're a young person that's just wanting, like, hey, what all can I learn to make the most impact about my project? Chances are we're going to have a resource here that will help you do that. The third P, if you will, is post your project. So we have a Global Youth Service Day map. And so again, we invite everyone to post their project. Again, we've got a collaborative effort today. So, you know, if you can post your project on gysd.org, you'll have an option to link your project to the generation on Make Your Mark on Hunger. So when you go to the project registration page, there will be a pull-down menu for partner days of service. And so if you do register, make sure you click Generation On, Make Your Mark on Hunger, so that at the end of Global Youth Service Day, we can let Generation On know, you know, any of their projects that were registered on our map. And then the last P is promote your project. And this is everything from the GYSD logos to social media toolkits to key messages and tips. So check it out. If you're, like, for example, needing to do an interview with a newspaper, there's some great tips on how to do that. So anything social media, communications, press release, we've got sample press releases, anything like that you can find here. And the last 3 things I want to just share are some different program opportunities through YSA. One is the Community Partner Program. And we're about up to, I think, 600 organizations now. Basically, this program is for any type of organization or even youth group that's interested in youth-led service to become a member. It's free. The only requirement is that you do a GYSD project. And some of the benefits include each month we send out a monthly newsletter that's focused simply on youth-led service. It's got a global feel to it. So we also share grant opportunities, but the grant opportunities are global in nature, so they include some U.S., but also grants and resources outside the U.S. You also get free access to GrantStation, which is, I think, about a couple $100 for an individual subscription. But for our community partners, that's free. So it's a database of grants that are open globally, but it also has some great resources on helping build your capacity and, coming up with a grant strategy, writing that grant, things of that sort. A lot of great toolkits, videos, all that good stuff. And then similarly, we've got a great partnership with Global Giving. We've worked with them, and basically Global Giving is a crowdfunding site, one of the only ones that's open globally. So even if you're an official NGO, in Ghana, you can definitely also utilize Global Giving. And in the same way, Global Giving, like GrantStation, if you use their tools, if you use their resources, if you really get involved in looking at all the different videos they have, you can't help but get smarter and learn more about how to do local fundraising. So the big idea of the Community Partner Program is that these are organizations that are focused on youth-led service, but are also wanting to build their capacity in a number of different ways, and that's the big goal of the program. The Everyday Young Hero program, this is the one I mentioned earlier. We'd love to recognize the outstanding young person who's making a difference in your organization. If you have a good friend, if you're a young person and you have a good friend who's doing great work, definitely nominate them. We choose one a week, and we share it in our Youth Service Briefing, which is our weekly newsletter. And then we've also got a great partnership with Newman's Own. So once a month, we'll choose one of the winners from that month, and they'll get a small grant to create a blueprint or project plan based on what they do, so that other people can replicate that same project in their community. Oh, well, that's it. Sorry, I thought I had one more. We do have the YSA Global Youth Council. If you go to our page at ysa.org, you can get more information on that. But just real quickly, we just relaunched this, and check it out. We'd love to have more youth council members represented in the group. Yeah. So I'm going to send this back to Sarah now.
Great.
We successfully transferred. Yes.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Chris. We are really excited to be here today with YSA and Boys and Girls Club because while YSA and Generation On in some ways offer a lot of similar things, but we're excellent collaborators rather than competitors, and so really urge you to take advantage of both or either of our resources in the way that makes most sense for all of you. And so I'm going to tell you a little bit about Generation On and then Make Your Mark on Hunger, and then we'll hope all of you will get engaged in some way, shape, or form. So Generation On is the youth division of Points of Light. We are all about igniting the power of kids and teens to make their mark on the world through service. And our mission and vision is really around young people having the opportunity to do just that, create positive change. And so we provide programs and resources that support young people in becoming caring, compassionate, and capable through service. We already know young people are changing the world, and so we offer tools and resources and supports to make that easier, more effective, and ensure more young people are getting engaged in service. And why do we do this work? The reality is that we know that there's a little bit of a lack of caring and empathy right now in the world. I think we can all see it in different ways. And we know that some young people aren't getting prepared in school for what they need to do later in life. And service is a way to help young people develop those skills and competencies while also putting their passion into action. And so young people have everything that is needed to change the world. And the great thing is that service can be both an outlet for that passion and a way to develop key skills. And so we really bring our mission to life through a bunch of key programs. We have a Generation On Clubs program. We have about 650 active clubs across the country and around the world, and it's really an ongoing service opportunity for young people 5 to 18. We have campaigns and days of service, of which Make Your Mark on Hunger is one, and like YSA, it's really a large-scale call to action to get young people engaged in a specific issue or in a bunch of different issues, but during a specific time of the year. We have a Go Achieve program that supports young people in 20 low and middle income communities in improving attendance and school achievement. We do some awesome youth leadership work. We have a great youth advisory council and Go Lead training. And then we offer grants and recognition, like our Hasbro Community Action Hero Award, the President's Volunteer Service Award. Through Points of Light, we have the Daily Point of Light Award, and then we offer ongoing grants and opportunities. So if you're a young person or somebody that works with young people and you'd like access to tools and resources or grants and recognition, come our way. And then, of course, for teachers or youth development professionals or even parents, we have lots of great professional development. So we have everything from curriculum pieces to teacher training to lots of stuff on iParty or service learning. Check out generationon.org/educators for everything that you need if you're somebody in the classroom helping young people learn how to give back. This is just a little bit about what we achieved in the past year here. So we engaged nearly 725,000 young people in service. We gave out a bunch of money in grants, and almost more than 1.8 million hours were served and 2.9 million people. So, like YSA, we are really excited to be engaging young people across the country and around the world in meaningful hands-on service. And this is just an overview of some of the ways that it's come to life in communities across the country. But we're really here to talk about Make Your Mark on Hunger, so let's get to that. The Make Your Mark on Hunger campaign is all about challenging kids and teens to address the issue of hunger through meaningful hands-on service. This could be in the United States, it could be abroad. It's really about the ways young people addressing a need as it relates to hunger or food insecurity in their communities. And it's powered by us, Generation On, and sponsored by CNS Wholesale Grocers. It runs from March 15th, so it's already started, to the end of April. So anything you're doing in that time frame that's related to hunger or food insecurity or healthy eating is a perfect fit for this campaign. At the end of the campaign, we hope to have engaged at least 15,000 young people. We actually already have more than 12,000 signed up, so this is going to be, we're going to blow past this. And here are some of the things that we want to see happen in communities across the country. We'd love 20,000 pounds of food to be donated, at least 10,000 people to be served, 5,000 to be educated, and 50 gardens to be planted. We engaged more than 30,000 young people last year through this campaign, and all of these numbers were blown out of the water. We know that when young people decide to take action on an issue, they make a huge mark. So we're excited to meet and exceed these goals again this year. And the great news is that it's really easy to get involved. So I'm going to take you to the campaign microsite in a minute to show you what that looks like, but it's really about 1, 2, 3. You go to generationon.org/hunger and sign up to participate. If you're a teenager, you can sign up your own, or a teacher, a parent, or youth development professional can register on behalf of a group of youth or a young person that's under the age of 13. Then you do a service project, and we have lots of tools and resources to help you do that. And then you can share your story to inspire others and also be entered to win grants. And so as Chris shared, you can share your information on Global Youth Service Day website and list that it's part of Make Your Mark on Hunger, or you can share it on our site, mention Global Youth Service Day, or list that you heard about us through YSA, and we'll share that with them. So there's lots of easy ways to register and share your project, and you don't need to do it twice. So I'm going to take us for a minute to the campaign microsite so I can show you a little bit about what this looks like in practice. And so here is the Make Your Mark on Hunger website. As you'll see, we have nearly 13,000 young people that are already signed up across the country. And our site focuses on really helping you take action in a really easy way. So you can come here and pledge to participate, tell us what you're planning on doing, and then plan a project. And this is the section I'm going to take you down to so you can really see what we have here. So at Generation On, we know that great service has a few key components. It has a learning component, it has an action or a planning component, and it has a reflection component. And so we have on this website tools and resources to support you in doing all of this. We have lesson plans coded to state standards that are useful for young people of different ages if you're a teacher, again, and want an educational piece. And we also have more informal fact sheets to help you educate young people, or if you're a young person, to help you learn more about the issue of hunger. And then we also have a series of project guides that were really created by young people for young people to help you take action specifically on the issue of hunger. So we have things, everything from a documentary film screening to a food swap meet, which is a way in rural areas to address the issue of hunger. So we have around 8 project guides here, and then through GenerationOn.org have more than 1,500 project guides for kids, teens, or families that align with a bunch of different issue areas. So if you can't find what you're looking for on the Make Your Mark on Hunger website, you can go to GenerationOn.org/kids or /teens and find something there. All of these project guides have budgets, they have some key facts, they have some additional areas or opportunities for learning. So it'll tell you what you're doing, why it matters, what you need, the budget, and then it's going to walk you through here's how to do it, or a step-by-step guide. So it really, each one of these PDFs has everything you need to take action around a specific project. So I really urge you to check this out. And then, of course, once you're done, we'd like you to come back to the site and share your story with us. Tell us what you've done. And so I'm just going to scroll down to this map here where you can see some of the places where young people have already pledged to take action. And your story will be featured on our wall, and you'll be entered to win one of our grants. So check out the Make Your Mark on Hunger site. Tell us about yourself and your project, and get involved in making your mark on hunger. And I'm just going to take us back to the presentation here. So we just went over this. We have lots of tools and resources to help you. So what do you do next? What's your next step? The next step is to figure out what you want to do and then tell us about it. And again, you can go to GYCorg and participate in GYSD, or you can go to generationon.org/hunger and participate and Make Your Mark on Hunger. And if you tell us that it's related to the other program, we'll share it with each other. So you only need to register and share your story once. Once you've registered or signed up to participate, great, do a fantastic service project, and then share your story with one of us. And at the Generation On level, you could be entered to win grants. And at the Global Youth Service Day level, there's so many amazing opportunities to engage in just this really powerful day of service for young people. So this is how to get involved in both of these programs. We hope that you will join us in the month of April to really change your communities in the world through youth service. So that is it. Chris, is there anything else that you want to add?
No, I think you covered it all, and again, to stress that you don't have to go to both sites. You can go to one or the other, and we'll share the information back and forth.
Perfect. Annie, is there anything you wanted to add?
Just thank you both, Chris and Sarah, for being such great partners for the Boys and Girls Clubs of America, and for clubs that are listening in. We hope you take advantage of some of the amazing ideas that have been shared here today. Also know that if you are registering your service activities through our online community, which is bgca.net/MMMHS. There is a specific page for Global Youth Service Day, and you can go ahead and register there as you do all of your other service initiatives, and we'll be sharing that information with YSA. But do check out all the resources, and thank you both so much.
Perfect. Thank you, Annie and Chris, for joining me for this webinar. Thanks, everyone, for listening and watching, and we hope to see you plan and participate in an awesome youth service project soon. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.